So they critique the government, the university critiques the government, and government had to go back and review its own policies. Today, you'll challenge me today, if there is any single park in this country which has an interactive zone, that is called a buffer zone, apart from the Maasai Community Conservancies, which they have surrendered their own land for wildlife. Yet, still government do not have subsidies like what's happening in agriculture. Agriculture is subsidized, there's fertilizers, there are subsidized seeds. But look at the government policies on wildlife conservancies. They tax those Maasais, they tax those pastoralist communities. I would want to see a government innovative in this century today, that the Pokwale Turkanas will be given incentives for them to turn those lands into conservancy, rather than turning those country to be a battlefield because of livestock incursions or livestock rustling. So I don't know how you can interlink then what you are calling today in this forum as ICT revolution vis-a-vis the realistic patterns of our own situation in Kenya as a country in terms of tourism. Because incidentally, tourism in Kenya falls under three categories. You might want to broaden it. It is either biodiversity in general, it's either you go to the beaches of this country, or you go and experience culture. How you want to link up that? I would want to see tomorrow another forum synchronizing the fact that we cannot keep our parks the way they are. I remember challenging Dr. Richard Leakey when he was head of KWS, and I told him in 2003 that in 20 years, Kenya will not have protected areas, but they will have mega zoos. And I'll still stand today. Look at what you have done in Nairobi National Park. Look at what's happening in the Mara today. Land has been subdivided up to the boundary level. So one can put his own bomber there, or a town. So what will be the future for the tourism you are talking about, whether you're going to produce tickets which are digital or whatever. So look at the backbone, what you're selling, because tourists, whether you talk about Dubai, Kenya is a unique country with the three things I've mentioned. How are we going to protect that so that we may move Kenya forward? Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'm just going to take the two ladies that we had, and then there's, I will then go into the wrap-up session, and I'll ask the other people who will speak to contextualize what we're saying in our wrap-up session. So,
thank you. I'm going to concentrate my train of thought on services. I think one thing that keeps on coming out is the gaps that exist between academia, the public sector, and the private sector, and really looking at bridge-type models to make sure that your regular painter, your plumber, your electrician can really be absorbed onto digital platforms and actually succeed. But what does that look like? We have case studies in Bangladesh. So Bata has done stuff in Bangladesh. We have case studies of Coca-Cola's 5x20. We have case studies of Farm Shop in Kenya that are using micro-franchising models to make sure that entrepreneurs have the actual infrastructure to succeed on a digital platform. One thing that's coming out is that the education they're getting is not enough. It's not good enough that you're a painter and you're an excellent painter at that. You actually need the skills to make sure that you succeed on that platform, because as a painter, you don't have the knowledge of how am I going to get to my client? How am I going to maintain that client? How am I going to actively market on a digital platform? So it's looking at ways that we can create micro-franchising models, again, knowing that investors are stingy with their money, if I should put it that way, and saying at a low cost, at very low capital, how can we create scenarios to show that models like these work, knowing that these workers are going onto a digital platform. So those were my few short remarks.
thank you.
Good morning. I'm Agla Safir from the World Bank. I just wanted to make a few comments. This topic is very important for us. Two of our recent World Development reports are on this topic. The 2016 on digital dividends, and the 2019 is actually on the changing nature of work, so exactly on this topic. And echoing the comments of the Microsoft gentleman, sorry for not running earlier, but yes, what the evidence be skills, right? And these may be digital skills, but they may be other skills as well. And I also wanted to echo another comment on the importance of general skills and of socio-emotional skills as well, right? So the education system really needs to cater for these. Now, the question on how to achieve these, and you have all mentioned the linkages with the private sector, which I can only agree with and are obviously very important, and do seem to be very, I have the impression, limited, at least in, for short-term training programs, which I partly work on in the Kenya Youth Employment and Opportunities Project. But I think there is another dimension on labor market information that, at least I'm not sure, since I have joined, hasn't been mentioned so much. The key dimension is to collect, I think it has been mentioned lightly, is to understand emerging occupations, right? And to capture this much more quickly than what is currently done, right? And so traditional, I'm a labor economist, so traditional surveys are great, but you need to have many more ways to identify these emerging occupations to then help translate them in, again, in the training curriculum and in short-term training. On the platform, so I think the other dimension is intermediation, yes, as jobs change more and more often with accelerating technological change. And so there is a role, I think in Kenya it's really emerging, but around the world for public employment services, because there is this dimension of how to understand what occupations are in demand. One interesting one in Kenya is Link, right, to connect master craftsmen and clients. And I think one interesting thing is that we are piloting micro-franchising, exactly, right? So that one is exactly a way to help sort of low-skilled, medium-skilled workers to standardize their services and then to have a better signaling on the labor market, right? Because the problem with sort of